Hello, another YouTube video. When we think of World War II and the Axis powers of World War II, we generally think of harsh, fascist dictatorships, racist, homophobic, etc. All running around Adolf Hitler, Benito Mussolini, Nazi Germany, Hungary, etc. Which makes Iraq's position in World War II, joining the Axis powers, very, very confusing. Why would an Islamic nation with completely opposing views to that of fascist Nazi regimes want to be on the same side? Well, in this video I explain why. During the First World War, the British were quickly to occupy Mesopotamia from the Ottoman Empire, and following the First World War on the Treaty of Sevres and the Sykes-Picot Agreement, Mesopotamia became the British protectorate of Iraq, and up until 1931 it was a British protectorate, which meant you could literally walk from Kuwait all the way down to Cape Town in South Africa. So Cecil Rhodes got his dream and beyond. However, in 1931, Iraq did gain its independence from Britain and its king was restored. And of course in 1939 World War II did ensue. So why was Iraq so quick to join the Axis powers? Well, there was a war in 1941 between a little sub-war, if you like, in the Second World War, more of a campaign, but anyway, in 1941, which was the Anglo-Iraq War, British-Iraq War, where Britain started to invade Iraq. Now, this was because of course, Iraq joining the Axis powers. Now, why did Iraq join the Axis powers? Well, it was not, of course, for ideology. Of course, they hated, honestly, of course, Iraq definitely did hate Nazi Germany and Hungary. They did not agree with any of their beliefs. However, they also did not like Britain, and the thought of Britain trying to occupy is, of course, oil fields. Of course, Britain likes oil, wants to have control of all that oil. So, of course, that's why in the First World War, in the first place, they went into Mesopotamia to Iraq to get the oil in 1915, 1916. And in World War II, it was no different. Britain needed that oil, so of course the war did follow. However, once the Anglo-Iraq War was finished in October 1943, Rashid Gilani, that was his name, was restored to power in Iraq, and Iraq, later in October 1943, did declare war on the Axis powers again, and they of course supplied troops for Britain, and everything was resolved, and of course it was an Allied victory in 1945. So the reasons for Iraq being part of the Axis powers is quite an anticlimactic one. It was just in the short term. At the beginning of the war, they did not like Britain. There was a war between Britain and Iraq in 1941, and it was simply coincidence almost. It wasn't really they were part of the Axis powers, rather it was more they were fighting Britain, they just had a common enemy. But of course, when Britain did reoccupy Iraq again for a bit, and then in 1943, of course, it did declare war again on the Axis powers. That was over, and Iraq was forevermore part of the Allies, and makes the position in World War II all the more confusing. So I don't know if this video has really answered the question or just created more questions, but still, I just wanted to make this quick little Wednesday video to talk about that, because it's pretty interesting that, it truly was a global war in World War II. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Goodbye.